Please let me go. I've got so much money, even Batman won't be able to stop us. Oh!
But you couldn't stop yourself from betraying Scarecrow for a little more.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're not sorry yet. But when Scarecrow's toxin starts pumping into this cell, I think you just might be.
Oh, God, no. I've seen what that stuff does. Someone help me, please!
It'll attract a lot of attention when I take out the minigunner. I should leave him until last.
All right, all of you. We need to charge the Cloudburst and stop Batman from getting to the boss. Fail at either of those objectives, and I will personally make sure you're sucking up fear gas with Stag. Got it? Feels like I've hauled a dozen of these things.
Our work is nearly done. My calibrations are almost complete, and the Cloudburst will soon be charged. Until then, keep supplying me with energy cells.
No, please, let me out. Don't gas me.
Are you afraid of what I will do when the Cloudburst is charged? Don't be. I have guaranteed your protection. Fear what will happen to you should you fail to charge it.
Please.
I thought...
What is it?
Get ready to burn, Batman! Deploy charge! Leave him! There's something moving down there! He went this way! This'll flush him out! Deploying thermobaric charge! To the floor! Target's moving! I need help here! Deploying thermobaric charge! 3, 2, 1. Burn, Batman! Nothing we can do for him. Spread out and get revenge.
Loading to the floor won't help. He's under the crates.
Deploying charge! Nothing we can do here. Spread out. 3, 2, 1. Burn, Batman!
The Cloudburst will be the method of my vengeance. Should you fail to prepare it, I shall take that vengeance out upon you.
The Batman! Object the crate! Hey!
I teach you every move he's got, and you still don't see him coming. Pathetic!
Okay. Everything I've got. I swear.
Object the crate! Object the floor crate!
The minute Ace Chemicals failed me, you may have noticed that there are none among your number now.
Target's... What the hell? They're down. What's your location? Near the lower centrifuge. This way, over here. Target spot.
everything.
I have to track...
There's just one left, Batman. Stop playing around and finish him. We got plenty more.
I'll give you money, I swear. Batman, you'll help me, right? Let me out, Batman. Please, I can help. You've got to get me out of here. They're insane.
You lied to me. You've got one more chance, Stag. One.
Okay. Look, Scarecrow came to me. He needed my help with the cloudburst.
What does it do?
No! Don't let them touch me!
The cloudburst, Stag. Tell me what it's for.
I don't know. It's all over my skin. It's crawling all over my face.
I should leave you to your nightmares.
Okay, this is it. The moment we've both been waiting for. Scarecrow's just down there. So are you gonna stop him and save Oracle? Or am I going to get another hit of that delicious gas while you watch helpless as she dies? How do we decide? Roll up, roll up. It's the Pick the Real Scarecrow show. So where's our first contestant? You, the one with the ears. Step up and have a go. What's your name, sir? Bruce? So, which one will it be, Bruce? difficult, isn't it? Is it the one on the left or the one on the right? Making the right choice is so hard, isn't it? But what's the alternative? You don't want to be left watching the real Scarecrow destroy your precious city. You need a hand? Left or right? Right or wrong? Come on, the choice is yours. Bad luck, Bats!
You're not dying. It just feels like you are. My toxin is filling your lungs, drowning you in your greatest fears. What can you see? A city engulfed in fear. Betrayed by those you trust the most. Your darkest secrets revealed. As I tear your mind apart, Gotham will watch. I will cut that mask from your face, and the whole world will see the fear in your eyes. Then they too will understand. There is no savior, no more hope, no more Batman.
Maybe it's already happened.
What?
Look at me! I'm amazing! And this body! I can't believe how strong it is!
Just don't hurt me! Wait, Batman! Stay back!
Get up and fight!
Astonishing. Such brutality. You...
Come on, finish him. Finish him. Look at him. He's no better than the creep who killed your parents. You need to do something. You need to stop him. Good. Good.
Something's changed. You're different.
I prefer to call it a work in progress, but it does show potential.
You're trapped. There's nowhere to run.
Who said anything about running?
Sir, the Scarecrow is broadcasting across Gotham. You need to see this.
How does it feel to see your city on the brink of ruin? Your friends in the clutches of death? You stretched yourself too far this time, Batman. And now your failure is all but complete. As that final dying breath escapes her body, she will know you are the one who failed her.
Alfred, he's holding Oracle at the safe house in Chinatown. I'm heading there now.
Please hurry, sir. There's no telling what he'll do to her.
Clean up, they said. Blow up the factory, lay low. Exfil by morning. Good thing we had contingency plans. Nightwing's in town? Oh, I left Bloodhaven to get away from that punk. I heard Penguin's boys had the back cornered, then one of his little helpers turned up.
What? We hurry all the way here and Crane's killed her already? He's got no sense of occasion.
We both know fear is theatrics, Batman. So permit me the indulgence of putting on this show.
Ooh. Maybe I got bag-faced wrong. Oh, here comes the toxin. I can practically taste it.
What's happening?
Barbara!
Yes, you see it now. The horror behind the glass.
No.
The monster that will be your end. Unless you pick up that gun and deny him.
Don't listen!
Please, no.
Barbara, it's me! Your friend.
You won't get me. I won't let you get me.
You will bring death to all who follow you.
Sir, what's happened?
She's gone, Alfred.
What do you mean?
Barbara. Scarecrow was punishing me. He killed her.
No. Oh, my... Well, sir, we need to focus. The people of Gotham need you.
I should have protected her, Alfred. She's dead because of me.
Sir, please listen. Stagg's files have revealed what the cloudburst does. It's a dispersal device. Sir, don't you see? Scarecrow has the means to engulf the entire city in fear toxin. You stopped him from making it operational, but it's only a matter of time. Sir, did you hear me?
He heard you. He's wondering how he can live with himself.
Master Bruce, don't let Miss Gordon's death... Don't let it be for nothing.
Oh, you can't bring her back. Let Uncle Jay take charge. No more bad memories, no more pain, no more fear. Scouts on her.
Ivy.
Oh, no.
Sir?
Alfred, run a satellite scan of the city. Let me know the instant you locate the cloudburst.
Of course, sir. Where are you going?
GCPD. Ivy was immune to Scarecrow's toxin.
You think she will help?
She doesn't have a choice.
Batman, what happened at the safe house was not some cruel game. It was necessary. Tonight is about more than Gotham. It's about what you became in that room. The hero who failed. That's what I want the world to see.
It's Batman! Nice driving, idiot. He's right there. Just go! You want to take the wheel?
Good to see you, Batman.
Think you're finding that weapon? Knight knows this city better than you. He knows where to hide. You ain't gonna find the other weapons, Batman. No way. Penguin's too smart for you. They'll get me out of here. And when they do, I'll be coming for you, Batman.
October 26th. I was searching the archives and this little gem cropped up. Cops arrest a vagrant who's in the game with Blackfire.
What the hell happened on that airship?
Scarecrow took the cloudburst.
I'm guessing that's bad.
Where's Gordon?
He's still looking for Barb. I can't reach him. Tell me you found her, Batman.
Cash. I'm sorry.
No, don't say it. Not her.
If Gordon comes back here, lock him up. He goes after Scarecrow. It only ends one way. I need your help.
From where I'm standing, you need a miracle.
Why didn't the gas affect you?
You are scared.
You would be too, if you knew what Scarecrow's planning.
And I should trust you. Why?
Because without your help, every plant in this city will die. About that miracle.
I created a spore to counter the effects of Crane's toxin. It's easy when you know how, and can manipulate plants on a molecular level.
Could it protect the entire city?
Theoretically, but there's no way I can produce enough on my own.
Then let's get you some backup. Where to?
The Botanical Gardens. They're the oldest plants in Gotham. They'll tell me what we need to do.
Cash, the shutter door isn't opening. What's happening?
There's one big mother of a tank driving around out there. It doesn't look friendly.
Neither do I. Open the shutter door and I'll scan it from the rooftops. See if I can find a weakness.
I'll open it. Try not to get killed.
There's the tank. I'll need to scan its hull to find a weakness I can exploit. I need to zoom and focus on the targets to scan from this distance.
Dispatch to Sector 3. All non-essential personnel.
That's the left side scanned. Now I need to scan the rear and the right side. That's the rear scanned. I just need to scan the right side. I've already analyzed this section. This section's already been analyzed. The Cobra drone has enough firepower to rip the Batmobile to shreds in just a few shots. And its armor is too thick for my weaponry to penetrate head-on. However, there is a weakness. The drone's rear exhaust port leads straight to the power core. One well-placed shot with the Batmobile's 60mm cannon should take it out. I can use the radar. I can't attack the Cobra tank head-on. I need to get behind it, undetected, and target the exhaust port.
Target destroyed!
You're finished, and Gotham's finished too. respect and crush him under it. He's better than that. Initiate Stage 2 attack protocols. Deploy all Cobra units in group formation.
Mr. Wayne, I trust that tank didn't give you too much trouble. I thought you'd like to know that the Batmobile upgrade you requested is ready for installation at the clock tower facility. Assuming the car's still in one piece, of course.
Thanks, Lucius.
Weapons Generator Mark III allows the user to overcharge secondary weapons, increasing their offensive capabilities.
Now to get Ivy to the Botanical Gardens. Thanks, Alfred. I'll need to take them out before I drop off Ivy.
Cobra offline. I've got support nearby. I'm sending it in.
Hey, question. Did it hurt? Watching her die, powerless to do anything?
There's nothing here. He's gone.
Return to patrol pattern. He'll slip up eventually.
Cobra offline.
Whatever you're planning, it won't be enough. Can't fix this. Tonight ends with Gotham's fall, and me watching you die.
Try and get me to the Botanical Gardens in one piece, Batman. Or you can kiss that miracle goodbye.
We're here, Ivy. What now?
Look at her. She's been here since before man walked the earth. She still holds great power. But she's weak. Poisoned by decades of pollution. She won't be able to fight Scarecrow's toxin on her own.
Then we need another.
There aren't any left like her. Not anymore.
What happened?
What do you think? Man, you cut them back, built over them, stopped them from reaching the sun.
If I can locate the roots, could you revive them?
They're lost. Buried beneath this concrete monstrosity. How will you...
The bigger the plant, the deeper the root. You wait here. I'll find a way to break them free. Lucius, I need a way to track an ancient root system. It's deep underground.
I'm sure I can throw something together, but it may take me a little while. Come to Wayne Tower when you're ready.
Thanks, Lucius. Alfred, give me an update on Gotham's Most Wanted.
Let's see. Nightwing has been tracking another of Penguin's trucks. This will undoubtedly lead to another cache, and a chance to rid the city of Cobblepot and his flood of weapons. We also have a robbery in progress at the Bank of Gotham in Chinatown. Surveillance footage confirms that the perpetrators are known associates of Two-Face. Perhaps Mr. Dent has misplaced his coin. Whatever his reason, he needs to be stopped.
Thanks, Alfred.
Two-Face and Penguin loose in our city? We need to show them who's boss. So, whose throat are we gonna slit first?
Alfred, I'm heading to Wayne Tower parking garage. Let's see what Lucius has come up with to locate Ivy's plan.
Mr. Fox hasn't failed you yet, sir.
What the? It's the Bat! He's tailing us! Put your foot down! Go!
Lucius, open the parking lot entrance.
I thought you were here already, Mr. Wayne. Must be a glitch in the system. I'll get that checked immediately.
You know, if you want to get anything off your chest, now's a good time. What are you talking about? You...
Mr. Wayne, the perimeter's been breached. We have some uninvited guests.
Not for long.
Wayne Tower!
Drone hacked! Direct hit on a rat! Drone offline. Mama drone taking damage. Rattler's been hit. In ground-penetrating sonar, Mr. Wayne. Just fire out a pulse, and the onboard computer can generate an image of what you've scanned below. And yes, it's sensitive enough to detect long-dead plant roots, assuming they're there to be found.
Lucius, we can't risk another incursion. Lock the building down and transfer remote production to Alfred.
Consider it done, Mr. Wayne. Good luck with the gardening.
Master Bruce, I'm afraid those drones were just the beginning. I've detected a significant redeployment of vehicles from Founders Island into the north and south of the city. It seems the Arkham Knight is tightening his grip.
I'm ready for them, Alfred.
Very good, sir.
Ivy, I've found a way to track the root systems beneath Gotham.
Follow the roots. They'll take you where you need to go.
This ain't over.
offline!
I hear her, crying and trapped.
He's here! Batman's taken out a drone. Twin Rattler...
She's not dead, just forgotten. I can bring her back.
One-on-one, Batman! Lost the Rattler!
She's getting further away. Turn around. I can feel her, Batman. Get closer. Keep searching. She's waking from a long sleep.
I think we should find out your tolerance for pain.
Yes, she's calling louder. I can make her grow, Batman, but you need to wake her up.
Ivy!
They're attacking my plant! Protect her!
Keep firing! Bring it down! Yes, sir. Establish a perimeter. No one gets on this roof!
I can make her bark harder than steel, but I need time!
I'll protect them.
You're not the only one with a high-tech suit.
Hold them off!
Not moving! No! Come on, hit me! Cover me, I'm fixing this guy!
Keep them away. I need more time. Keep fighting, Batman.
Take your best shot!
Protect her, Batman. Just a little longer. Not long now. It's done. She's fully mature. She should be strong enough to neutralize Scarecrow's toxin.
Let's hope we don't need to find out. Stay in the gardens, Ivy. I'll let you know if the situation changes. Alfred, tell me you've found the cloudburst.
I wish I could, sir, but I'm encountering rather a lot of interference. No doubt a deliberate attempt to disguise their movements.
Run a full analysis of the Arkham Knight's forces.
Of course, sir, but I'll need some time.
Upload the data to the Bat computer in the movie studios when you're ready.
Yes, sir. In the meantime, there are numerous open cases yet to be investigated.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I'm very confident.
on your face when you saw him. Who'd have thought? The big bad Batman, scared of his own reflection.
Batman's here! Engage multiple units! Crush him!
Deployment of drones on Miyagani Island is destroyed. Tell your men it's safe.
Good work, Batman.
Bet the Bat thinks he's winning. He's in for a surprise.
You haven't arrived at the churchyard, Batman, despite my clear instructions. Do not risk my ire.
They say the Bat tore through those airships like it was nothing. Some of those guys were lucky to make it out alive. Man, look at all the construction work. No economic downturn here. Pretty ugly, though. The way they're building all that new stuff right on top of the old. I didn't know we had an architectural connoisseur on the squad. Hey, It's the Bat! Take him down! What are these plants made of? No more excuses. Learn how to win or leave. First ace, now the airships. Batman's pushing us hard. They're not like normal plants. Our ammo doesn't... It's just us now, Avery! No! It's here, freak! Pathetic! Take
The militia have set up watchtowers throughout the city. I'm going to take them down.
He won't recognize this city once we're through. We'll be everywhere. He won't have anywhere to hide. No one knows where the Knight's taking it. He sure as hell ain't gonna tell a bunch of grunts like us. All around units, hold the checkpoint down! Fortify positions! Batman is bringing the fight!
The militia have stationed themselves by Penitence Bridge. They should have run. Bravery won't help them.
Nah, there's no way he's ever been to London. He just puts on that accent to sound scary. I'd rather take over Gotham than Keystone. At least you can see. Everyone regroup! Secure your positions!
Militia checkpoints are stationed throughout the city. I'm going to find them.
You seen Scarecrow's face up close? Word is he had surgery after getting mauled by some kind of mutant crocodile. Imagine what it looked like before. This time tomorrow I go dark. Got my money, got a new identity lined up. No one will find me. We know what we have to do. Keep the bat off this island, whatever it takes. State-of-the-art tech, gentlemen. He won't know what's hit him. got the numbers. We just keep attacking.
Carry cowards! If you fail, I will bury you in the dirt!
Time to seek out and destroy the militia checkpoints. Alfred, I'm heading to the movie studios. Prepare the analysis of the Arkham Knight's stronghold on Founders Island. It's time we took the fight to them.
Very well, Sam. The Lion's Den awaits.
Knight's got the bat in his sights. He's gonna take him real soon. But Penguin hates Two-Face, man. He used to round up Harvey's guys and make them play Umbrella Stand. What's that? They had to stand perfectly still, right? With Penguin's umbrella hanging out of their mouth. And if they dropped the umbrella, he'd use it to beat them to death.
Just think. Robin's down there right now, planning his life with Barbara. Probably feeling amain for all the little rugbats they'll have. What a lucky boy. She is so lovely. Although just a teeny tiny bit on the dead side for my tastes.
Open.
Sir, how are you going to tell Master Drake about Barbara? He'll be devastated. He could do something dangerous.
I'm not. Not yet. I need him focused on the cure.
Sir, it was bad enough keeping Miss Gordon's abduction a secret. But this? It's wrong.
We have to make sacrifices, Alfred.
Consider those sacrifices wisely, sir. If he finds out she's gone and you didn't tell him, you will lose him forever.
you, Batman. I'm guessing this isn't a social call. Is it as bad as it sounds out there?
Worse.
But nothing you can't handle, right?
You promised you'd let me out of here. What'll my wife say? How many more tests can you possibly need?
Calm down, Henry. We're trying...
Sir, the long-range scanners have not been able to locate the cloudburst.
Deploy the Batwing and run a low-level thermal scan.
We can't, sir. Founders Island is protected by 2 radar towers connected to a long-range missile launcher. You won't be able to get the Batwing, or indeed the Batmobile, anywhere near there.
I can destroy the radar towers on foot, if we can just find a way to disable the drones protecting them.
Well, there is one possibility. I've identified a special drone that appears to be acting as a relay hub managing all communications.
If I can get my hands on that drone, there's a chance we can reverse engineer the security protocols and give me a window to take out those radar towers.
A chance, perhaps, sir. But it sounds dangerous. Too dangerous.
It's the only way. I'll keep you updated.
Looks bad out there, doesn't it? The Knight's army is all over Gotham.
I can handle it.
I hope you're right. This is insane.
Oh, no, no, no. This will not do. There's no way you're sticking us in here, Brucey. It'll be like some awful sitcom. 2 wacky roommates, 1 quarantine cell. I know comedy, Bruce. This'll get old. Fast.
It's good to see you back. Did you miss me? I know you did. Is it my turn to experiment on Robin yet? I'll show the boy how to draw blood.
You got lucky, Bat Freak. This time, the Goliath is ready. Look at me. You and me, Bats, toe-to-toe, man-to-man, freak-to-freak. Just for you, Batman. I think you're gonna like it. Do-do-do-do-do. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Look, Bats. This Robin. He's an amateur. A baby. He doesn't deserve you, Batsy. The boy's never brooded in his life.
Come on. Come on, Bats. It's gotta be showtime. You know you'd look great on stage. You and me, we'd kill it. Really, we would. No, really, we'd kill it. Kill it! And you'd enjoy it, wouldn't you? 'Cause you're sick like me. Like all of us.
Besides, you've got all the sidekick you need right here. And I'll prove it to you. Robin and I will fight. And whoever gouges out the other's eyeballs first gets to be your best friend. He's cool with it, I asked. When you threw me in here, I thought you'd at least torture me a bit, Pats. You know, whip out the Iron Maiden, play with the old thumbscrews. But trying to cure me? Oh, that's really cruel.
Christina Bell, an executive at Queen Industries. She was exposed to Joker's blood during a transfusion following a miscarriage.
You want me to sing for you? Yeah, you do. Just get me an audience. And cameras. I love cameras. I'll make a charismaniac out of you yet. When I get out of here, I'm going international, Batman. Johnny C's big comeback tour just got bigger, bolder, bloodier. My songs are gonna lodge in their brains like a rusty ice pick, baby.
Jonathan Brown, a.k.a. Johnny Charisma. the self-proclaimed messiah of entertainment. Infection first diagnosed 4 weeks ago after coming off stage and beating a groupie into a coma. As far as the rest of the world is concerned, he is attending rehab in an exclusive clinic. It would appear that the infection has amplified a not inconsiderable ego into something far greater. Current projections indicate that the infection will be at maximum levels within 48 hours. 3 weeks after the transfusion, Christina returned to work and entered the boardroom for a monthly meeting of shareholders, only to find her seat had been taken. All 11 men in the room were found with their throats slit and smiles carved into their faces. When confronted with her crimes, Christina merely laughed. She appears to have taken on the more extreme aspects of Joker's personality, and since her incarceration, she has displayed signs of Stockholm Syndrome. 3 weeks after the transfusion, Christina returned to work and entered the boardroom for a monthly meeting of shareholders, only to find her seat had been taken. All 11 men in the room were found.
The Goliath is back, and stronger than ever. I'm gonna have fun with you.
Christina merely laughed. She appears to have taken on the more extreme aspects of Joker's personality.
You think you can match me, Bats? Come try it. I'll punch those pointy-ass ears into your skull.
Albert King, a.k.a. the Gotham Goliath, retired prize fighter and the second new victim of Joker's blood. Gotham General failed to accurately record a series of transfusions. During a routine procedure, King was infected with blood from the Arkham City batch. After returning home, 3 members of his immediate family were hospitalized when King forced each of them into an arm wrestling contest, the losers of which had their arms ripped from their bodies. By the time I caught up with him, King had smeared blood across his face in order to create a hideous Joker smile. Gotham General failed to accurately record a series of transfusions. During a routine procedure, King was infected with blood from the Arkham City batch. After returning home, 3 members of his immediate family were hospitalized when King forced each of them into an arm.
I thought for sure you were going to tell him. Come clean like you did with Gordon. Ah, but you realized. Why break him now when we can crush him later? It's classic Joker. Something truly beautiful is happening, Bats.
I heard you took a bullet earlier. Look, Lucius said the suit could compress around wounds, but you should really get it looked at. You're taking a risk with Ivy. You think she's just gonna help us and walk away?
We're close. I've isolated the prion-infected cells in Henry's blood. I'll need a couple more hours to develop an antibody.
So, I've been rooting around in this bat-infested cave of a mind, and it seems like you actually believe this cure nonsense. Oh, Bruce, forget about the cure. You just concentrate on taking out the Arkham Knight. It'll be your swan song. The last good thing you'll ever do.
Two-Face hitting banks? Smart.
Pat, you need to find Scarecrow and get yourself gassed again. It's high time I stretched your legs.
You know, Hugo Strange used to lecture us like Scarecrow, but he sent food packages too, you know?
So does the Knight have more jobs lined up for us after tonight? It's like Batman's the only thing he cares about. So Batman's not actually a bat, right? It's just, I'm pretty sure I saw him earlier, and he kind of looked like a giant bat. Flamethrower? Didn't work. Not even a scorch mark. I don't know how poison ivy does it, but that plant's invincible. Tougher than any bark you ever saw. I haven't seen that much bark, man. Take your word for it. I tell you, this is a sweeter gig than sweeping for IEDs in Kurok, that's for... Look, I told you 3 times. The Joker guy's dead. Now would you shut up? We're on patrol. Okay, I just hate clowns. I saw him on TV once, you know, when he ran for president. Oh, yeah. You know they never found out how he got on the ballot?
The relay chip will allow me to temporarily blind the drones. That should give me enough time to take out the 2 radar towers. I need to destroy the radar before the drone comes back online.
Oh, I see that face guy up close. Think you let me take a picture?
That's the first radar tower dealt with. The Batmobile can't auto-navigate to this area.
Oh yes, we've lost radar coverage in Sector 1. Probable malfunction. I'm assigning tech now. Relay that order. It was Batman. Radar Tower B, prepare yourselves. Alpha target incoming.
The violence on Stag's airship was not...
Heard what the knight said. The bat's coming. Lock and load. Let's see if he's as good as they say. Are the sentries online? Affirmative. Can't lose this radar. It's the only thing stopping him from bringing that tank of his onto this island. We do this right, we're in good with the knight. I hope the bat
The target's out of range.
the son of a bitch.
gonna fight crime now? Robin?
Heard what the knight said. The bat's coming. Lock and load. Let's see if he's as good as they say. Are the sentries online? Affirmative. Can't lose this radar. It's the only thing stopping him from breaking. Heard what the knight said. The bat's coming. Lock and load. Let's see if he's as good as they say. Are the sentries online? Affirmative. Can't lose this radar. It's the only thing stopping him from bringing that tank of his onto this island. We do this right, we're in good with the knight. I hope the bat does show. I want to scalp this son of a bitch. Keep hiding up there! We'll find you! Eyes high! Eyes on target location. Maintain position. Get down here and fight, Bat! It's him! He's above us! Here's Batman! Fight me! Catch this! We're gonna make you beg for death! Strike him! Keep on him! What's this? Get back! Dodge this, Batman!
I didn't want it to end like this, Batman. I kinda hoped you'd put up more of a fight.
Heard what the knight said. The bat's coming. Lock and load. Let's see if he's as good as they say. Are the sentries online? Affirmative. Can't lose this radar. It's the only thing stopping him from bringing that tank of his onto this island. We do this right, we're in good with the knight. I hope the bat does show. I want to scalp this son of a bitch. mothership's alive. We had some good men up there.
Stay alert, men. We can't afford to switch off.
Oh, Bruce. I know how you feel about this Arkham Wannabat. The same way I feel about those cheap Joker knockoffs you've got at the movie studios. There can only be one Joker, Bats, and it's me.
I can use the remote hacking device to temporarily blind the sentry gun.
We did the right thing. Massacre the lot of them and purify the Joker gene pool.
I made it crystal clear in my last medical. Botanophobia. You're scared of robots. Plants, you idiot.
The drone. I can use the remote hacking device to temporarily blind the sentry gun.
Without that car, Batman's nothing. He needs to test himself properly against real soldiers.
Alfred, I've dealt with the radar.
Now there's just the trivial matter of the long-range missile launcher. Once it's been taken care of, I can deploy the Batwing to scan for the cloudburst.
I'm heading there now.
We've lost the second radar. He bypassed the sentry guns. How is that possible? Just keep the missile launcher in play. I control these skies. Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him. So the Knight keeps telling us, you're all giving the Bat too much respect. You think he lasted this long on luck? Yeah, and it's about to run out.
Think the Bat will try something?
You're predictable, and you never stood a chance.
up here? Me? Both radars are down. He's coming for us. Let him. He's used to fighting street punks. They're scared. I'm not. Don't underestimate him. So the Knight keeps telling us, you're all giving the Bat too much respect. You think he lasted this long on luck? Yeah, and it's about to run out.
Wonder where I'd be now if the Arkham Knight hadn't found me.
Listen up! Getting a signal here. Maybe a Batman. Keep your eyes open while I try to get a lock. Damn it. Signal's gone. He could be anywhere.
Man, it's good as fuck. This is over. I'm retiring. Picking up the signal again. Lost the signal.
I've been to war zones nicer than this city. Report in, all of you.
Roger. Copy. Copy that. Where are the others?
Man down!
What's it? This way, over here!
Gamma 4 status. Gamma 4, do you copy? Sir, he's going for the defense shield.
The armor on the missile launcher's too thick for me to penetrate. I need something with a little more punch. It's being protected by a defense shield. I can lower it in the control room. I'll stay in the control room and bring the car in remotely. I can't let the militia get in here and re-enable the defenses. Alfred, I need you to lower the bridges.
Of course, sir. I see you're making full use of the Batmobile's remote guidance system.
Sir, Batman's lowering all 3 bridges into Founders Island. He's bringing the car to destroy the missile launcher. Deploy Strike Team Delta to target location now. Yes, sir. What about the Batmobile? Activate the Cobra Squadron. Right into the ground. We've lost one. Programming Cobra to respond. There's a whole world of hurt coming your way, Batman!
I need to destroy the Cobra tanks, and then take out the missile launcher.
Batman sighted! Track him!
need to destroy the Cobra tanks, and then take out the missile launcher.
We've lost the Cobra. Maintaining search pattern.
What's Delta's status, Sergeant?
Inbound, sir. About 2 clicks south of target location. Thrown offline. Sending a Cobra to support. We know where you are, Batman. You're not getting out of that control room alive.
Where's he gone?
Commencing area search. We've lost one. Programming Cobra to respond. Sir, I don't think 5 tanks was enough. We lost him, sir. Nothing here.
Our time will come. We'll drag his corpse through these streets.
He wiped out the drone unit in Drescher. Strike Team Delta deployed. They're heading to target location.
You're trapped, Dark Knight. You put up a good fight, but now you lose.
Time to take out the missile launcher.
I don't like being stuck down here. Some part of the city stinks. Damn rats everywhere, too. You see rats? Look around. We're stationed in Gotham's proverbial U-bend. Rats freak you out, huh? Well, you know, they say you're never more than...
Rooftops clear. Target's in the control room. Moving into secure.
Hold off, Lieutenant. He's mine.
You got me. Okay, I give up.
Where'd he go?
Raise the defense shields. Keep all access points covered.
Oh, seriously? He heard you boys coming from a mile away. Those pointy ears aren't just for show, you know.
Sir, the launcher is secure. As long as we control the skies, he'll never find it.
Good. Are we still on schedule?
We're entering the final phase.
Your patience will be rewarded soon.
There's no way he got out. We had the door covered.
There are ways.
Perimeter clear. No sign of target.
Copy that. He's gone, sir.
Is he?
Looks like the bat scare's easy. I was looking forward to putting a bullet in his head.
He could take you all. Remember that. He's out there somewhere. I want him found. Don't switch off, not for a second. Widen the search. He couldn't have gone far.
Who are you?
Not yet, Dark Knight.
Drug blocking. Up you go. Ready to get tried?
tell me you have a name.
I don't, sir. Of the few Arkham Asylum patients who weren't recaptured and sent to Arkham City, none appear capable of organizing and leading such an assault.
He's not a ghost, Alfred. He's got training and a grudge. Widen the search to include anyone ever committed to Arkham because of me.
Sir?
You heard me.
That's a great many individuals, sir.
I know, Alfred. I'm trusting you to narrow it down. Alfred, the Arkham Knight's missile launcher is destroyed. I'm calling in the Batwing to start searching for the cloudburst. Upload the results to the clock tower once it's complete.
Okay, now we're done playing soldiers, let's have some real fun. We'll take turns. You do a little bit of, I don't know, crime scene investigating, or some of Riddler's OC delightful scavenger hunt, then I'll do some hit and runs in the Batmobile. I promise, I'll hand control of your body right back when my turn's done.
Did you hear about the guy working with Scarecrow? Bad case of bat envy.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
He's on our tail! Outrun that thing!
Come on, lose him!
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? No, Detective. You must avoid the rotating...
I did it! I actually did it! I mean, of course I did. Good. As expected.
Welcome, Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. You know, Detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, Detective. I have no doubt. Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friend? You to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Struggling, Detective? I'm afraid you're running several minutes behind my projections. Ah! This is why my projections were off. I'd failed to consider both your incompetence and your stupidity as two distinct variables. Apologies, Detective. I will recalculate post-haste. working up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out.
The drone sensors are temporarily disabled, but I can only hack one at a time. So the previous drone will be back online.
Between perfectly designed and an unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie. Can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
Ready to die, my dear? Can you trust him, Catwoman? Can you trust?
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key. Well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
I have always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swoon. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Selena's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
Is that what I think it is?
It's Batman! Step on it!
Oh, God. What's he doing? What's he doing?
He's failing, damn it! Get out! Go!
Scarecrow's army. The Cloudburst go...
It doesn't take much to tame a cat.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
The gap in the wall? I could reach it with a pounce.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls?
You know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist. Twist. Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good. That pain is what stupidity feels like.
Oh, Eddie, you're going to feel very, very stupid when I catch up with you. Nearly there, Selena.
Oh, what a shock. For you, I mean, Detective. I was expecting it.
Done on this side.
Okay, run over here.
Congratulations. And now your reward. Robot.
Wanna help?
I don't think you'll be solving this one.
Congratulations! And now your reward. Robot!
You can do this!
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
Seriously, Eddie, how much longer is this going to take?
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we...
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up, but just be careful while you do it, okay?
This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable, trapped in an abandoned orphanage. That sure spells romance to me. Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying, so I went to comfort her, and, well, before I knew it, one thing led to another, and, you know. Thing is, Talia and I just want you to be happy. I tell the little pussycat how you feel while you still can, Patsy. Because when I take over your body and lock you away in a tiny little corner of your mind, I'll kill her first.
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
I don't know where that Penguin guy got these guns, but whatever the Arkham Knight's paying him, it's not enough. Batman's here! Engage!
Scarecrow. Oh, man. That's one face I did not want to see projected on the side of a building.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph, so I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course, a symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-size children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Toodlebird, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. To clarify, Detective, this bit is not the surprise. Behold your doom! What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equation right here! I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. Waltzing with Lady Luck your whole life, Detective. But now the music stops. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. Controlling mechanisms. You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Dear, you seem to have failed. Is the vehicle to blame or the driver? Probably both. Dark Knight, your penance for failure will be journeying back to the start of the course. And to think, I was actually concerned you may succeed. I forgot who I was dealing with for a minute there. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. For no man. And I wait for no Batman. That's more like it, Detective. You failed! For the briefest moment, you almost seemed capable. Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Make your peace, Dark Knight. This really is it. It has to be. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. Too slow, Detective. But I don't want you to fail. I want you to die trying. If you're feeling vainglorious enough for another attempt, Dark Knight, you must trundle back to the start of the course. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. Another attempt? My, but you're optimistic. Wrong way, Dark Knight. Don't tell me I need to hover in front of you waving a flag to get you to turn around. My time, it's several times more precious than yours. That's more like it, Detective. You failed! For the briefest moment, you almost seemed capable. Did it? Come now, Detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. Too slow, Detective, too slow. For a second there, I was almost concerned. Come on, Detective. Back to the start of the course. Let's try that last lap again. Detective, I'd like the car to be working when I'm done with you. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules.
Okay, almost there.
Can you trust him, Catwoman? Can you trust? Do you think he's smart enough, Cat?
And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Do you have a photographic memory, Detective? Because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, Detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
The hell is that thing? Turn around! Go! Go! Has the Arkham Knight killed?
It doesn't take much to tame a cat.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
Not yet, Batman. You're lacking something. And I don't just mean basic intelligence.
Basic intelligence.
No, Batman. For once, you are physically under-equipped as well as mentally. You had a gadget in Arkham City. Where is it? I charge you with bringing it. Bring it. My apologies, Catwoman, but your partner in crime, and I shudder to think what else, has failed to bring the correct equipment to this final trial.